I lived in a small village called Sunnybrook. It was a quaint little place, nestled between rolling hills and lush green fields. It was such a happy place. The villagers were always smiling, and there was a sense of community that made everyone feel like family. The sun always shined bright. Every morning, the golden rays would bathe the village in warmth, making everything look vibrant and full of life.
James loved to explore. He had an insatiable curiosity that drove him to discover new things every day. He was a curious boy. His eyes would light up with wonder at the sight of a new bug or an unusual plant. Every day was an adventure for James. He would set out with a sense of excitement, never knowing what he might find. James had a red wagon, and it was his favorite thing. It was sturdy and reliable, perfect for carrying all his treasures. He went everywhere with his wagon, filling it with toys and snacks before heading off to explore. It was his trusty companion on all his adventures. One day, James decided to explore the woods behind his house. He had always been curious about what lay beyond the familiar paths. The woods were big and mysterious. Tall trees with thick canopies created a world of shadows and light, making it feel like a different realm. James was a little scared, but mostly excited. The unknown always held a certain thrill for him, and he couldn't wait to see what he would discover. He was ready for an adventure. With a determined expression, he took a deep breath and stepped into the woods. Holding his wagon tight, he started walking on the path. The familiar crunch of leaves under his feet was comforting. The woods were quiet, and the leaves crunched under his feet. The air was filled with the scent of pine and earth, and the occasional chirp of a bird added to the serene atmosphere.
I walked deeper into the woods. The trees grew taller and the sunlight was hard to see. I felt a little scared now. I wanted to go back, but then I heard a noise. It was a whimpering sound.
James followed the sound, pushing through some bushes until he saw a small brown dog caught in a trap.
Oh no.
The dog looked sad and tried to get free, but the trap was stuck. James knew he had to help. He looked around and found a big rock. He hit the trap with the rock as hard as he could. Finally, the trap broke. The dog was free. It jumped up and licked James's face. James laughed, feeling so happy.
You're such a good boy,
James said, petting the dog's soft fur. The dog barked happily, and James knew they would be friends. He named the dog Rusty because of its rusty brown coat. James and Rusty walked back home together. James held Rusty's leash. Feeling so happy to have a new friend, they walked through the woods. Not scared anymore, they had each other now, and they were a team. James and Rusty became best friends. They did everything together. They played in the park. They went for walks in the village. They even shared snacks.
Rusty, let's build a secret hideout.
Rusty barked excitedly. He loved the idea. They gathered wood and nails. They used James's red wagon to carry everything. They worked hard all afternoon. Finally, their treehouse was ready. The treehouse became their special place, a sanctuary where their imaginations could run wild. It was high up in the tree, nestled among the branches, almost like a secret hideaway. From up there, they had a great view of the village, watching the daily life unfold below them. They spent hours there, telling stories and laughing together, creating memories that would last a lifetime. They went on many adventures in Sunnybrook, each day bringing a new discovery. They explored the hills and the meadows, finding hidden paths and secret spots. They played with the other children in the village, joining in traditional games and making new friends. They were always together, James and his faithful dog, Rusty, who was more than just a pet.
Rusty was always there for me, no matter what. He helped me when I was sad, his presence a comforting balm to my troubles. He made me laugh when I was down, his antics always bringing a smile to my face. We were the best of friends. We shared everything, from our toys to our secrets.
James learned that having a friend like Rusty was a wonderful thing, a bond that was unbreakable. He learned that friendship is about kindness, loyalty, and adventure, and that these moments were the true treasures of life. Years went by and the seasons changed, painting the village of Sunnybrook with different hues. James and Rusty grew up together, their bond strengthening with each passing year. They played sports, fished in the nearby river, and shared countless moments of joy. They had many more adventures, exploring the dense forests and discovering hidden trails. Along the way, they made new friends who joined them in their escapades. But their bond remained as strong as ever. Unshaken by the passage of time, they laughed together, shared secrets, and supported each other through thick and thin. They still spent time in their beloved treehouse, a sanctuary where they could escape the world and just be themselves. They talked about their lives, their dreams, and their future. They remembered their adventures with fondness and a sense of nostalgia. They were happy, content in each other's company.
I knew I was lucky to have a friend like Rusty. He was more than just a friend. He was like a brother to me. I had a true friend in Rusty, someone who understood me and stood by me no matter what.
And Rusty knew he had found a friend for life in James. Their friendship was a rare and beautiful thing, built on trust and mutual respect. They would be together forever, facing life's challenges and celebrating its joys side by side. The story of James and Rusty reminds us that friendship is a precious gift, one that should be treasured and nurtured. It teaches us to be kind, brave, and always cherish our friends, for they are the ones who make our lives richer and more meaningful. And so, in the village of Sunnybrook, James and Rusty lived happily ever after, their friendship a shining example for all who knew them.